Good Tuesday evening, ladies and gentlemen. John Cannon alongside Braden DeVoe. We are here at Brownsville Veterans Memorial High School. Final game of the 2019 volleyball season, and what a dandy we have tonight with so much at stake. Edcouch-Elsa versus Brownsville Veterans Memorial District Championship is on the line. Coming into this game, Edcouch-Elsa perfect. Undefeated, 13-0. Their last loss was to Mission Veterans in non-district play. As for Brownsville Vets, their only loss was to Edcouch at home. Braden, last year we were the exact same scenario. Different location. We were at home, but Vets came in and spoiled the party at our place. Ever since that game, these girls have wanted redemption. Can they do it here in a very hostile environment at Brownsville Vets?
I think they can pull it out, especially in this hostile environment. You know, we've played everywhere in the valley. You know, we went to Laredo, Sinton. We went to all these tournaments, and we've prepared for moments like this to where it's a big game, and I don't think the girls are going to get rattled. So I think they can pull one out and go 14-0.
Well, you know, they got to stay focused. They got to play their game. We can't let what happened against Mercedes happen to us, you know, the first time we played them, where we got in a little trouble because against veterans, if we get in trouble, it could be a long night. If our girls can come and play, and you've preached it all year long, play defense, the way they play defense. If India can do what she does, and if girls like Megan, Brianna, Vettel, Sarah Flores, our seniors, can really, really step up, it could be a 3-and-out for the Lady Jackets. And, of course, they would go undefeated, run the gauntlet, take first place. That would put us against PSJ Southwest in the playoffs.
Yeah, John, I totally agree. You know, if everybody does their job, when everybody does their job and plays their defense like they've been playing, this team is an amazing team to watch. And, you know, like you said, if India gets up there and hits it, you know, Megan, the seniors, they lead this team to this victory. It's going to be an amazing season for the Yellow Jackets.
So, again, folks, we are live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on our Edcouch-Elsa IST YouTube channel. We got John Cannon, you got Braden DeVoe, and Pete Vallejo running the camera for us tonight. Man in the controls. Of course, once again, this is the non-district season finale for volleyball all over the Rio Grande Valley, all over the state of Texas. And Braden, great crowd. We had a fan bus come out today. A lot of Edcouch fans coming out, as we expected. A lot of Vets fans. It's a highly anticipated game. We got Real Sports Live. Joe Bowling is in the house as well. I saw Roy Hess here from the newspapers, a couple of news stations. This has got to be the premier game of the evening in my eyes, and you know, for good reason.
Of course, Don. Everybody knows that these two teams last year, they both only lost to each other going into playoffs. You know, Edcouch got their spoils ruined by Vets at their house, so everybody knows that this year is going to be a great game to watch.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I think you said it. You expect Vets to win a game, to win a set here tonight. We talked about it yesterday. I called the sweep. You said it's not going to be that easy. And you know what? I got to agree with you. Again, you're at their house. They know that if they lose, they get the second seed or second place, and we go undefeated. We've had a target on our back for the longest time. But one thing about our girls, and even though I know that veterans, you know, wants to repeat what they did last year, these Lady Jackets have had, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this, but they know that they've been state ranked. They know that they've been undefeated. They know that, but they don't let it get to them. It's like they block it all out and they say, we just got to play volleyball. We're not looking at playoffs. We're not looking at set 3, set 4. They're worried about the first point of the first set of this first match, or of this match. They don't care about anything else, and they don't let all the hype get to them. And I think that's a big thing, especially going into the postseason.
I totally agree. You know, me and my sister was talking to my dad, and he's like, don't let being state ranked get you off your game. You know, take each game 1 point at a time, baby steps. And that's what this team has been doing their whole season, preseason, into district, and right now as we speak, and it shows, and it's just amazing to see.
Yeah, so the Lady Jackets come in 34-7 overall, looking to get their 35th win of the season. Now, something interesting that I found out from Joe Bowling is if, God willing, we don't, but if we should lose this game, of course, we will be tied for first place, co-champs. What that will do, that would force either a coin flip or a play-in game or a seeding game. We from what I understand, Gloria Trevino, if it gets into a situation like that, she wants to play it out. And the reason being, of course, you want to be the number one season going into the playoffs. But it's a practice game. It's a warm-up game going into the playoffs, which is a big thing. You always want a warm-up game. So, and who better to play and get you ready than veterans?
I mean, Coach Trevino, she's right. I mean, if, God forbid that we lose, and we had to go into a seeding game, what better team to play than Brownsville Vets? And it's just that it's a really smart move by her because you get that practice game and you go against a playoff team, and it's just really smart.
So we're almost set for game time, 7:16 p.m. A little behind here. Normally happens. Usually, JV game goes on. That one went a little bit longer as expected. Of course, you got warm-ups and player intros. But we're looking at about a 7:25 start, is what I'm thinking. So, Braden, let's make predictions here. You said 4 sets. I'm going to, honestly, I think it's going to go 5. I just got a gut feeling that we're probably going to win the first one. Vets will win the second and third. We're going to have to come back to win the next 2 or however it plays out. But I got a feeling this could go 5 sets. And even though the Lady Jackets probably don't want that, I think it's a good thing because you want to have that experience going into the 5th set and being able to play a high-caliber team like Vets, because in the playoffs, you know better than anybody, there's games that are going to go to 5. So I'm going to call 5 sets at Edcouch-Elsa.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one because, it's good to be rattled. I know that sounds weird, but it's good to be rattled in situations because when you're going into playoffs, you're going to be playing these teams that are either the same athletic as you or same defensively minded as you. So you can be rattled by going into a 4th or 5th set, and I think it's going to go 5.
So we're going to go ahead and take a short pause for the national anthem. We'll be right back with you. All right, so folks, we're back. It is game time right now. I'm hoping my voice will hold up. My voice went out actually on Saturday. Braden had to fill in for me, but I was not about to miss this game. So this is it, folks. This is for all the marbles. One, two. Check 1, 2. All right, folks, we are back once again It is game time. Braden, this is it, man. District championship on the line. Lady Jackets can go undefeated, 14-0 with this win. Like we said, it's going to be a tough one. Brownsville Vets, a great, great team. But I'm going to tell you what, they're very similar to what we're going to see in the second round. So what a better way to get prepared for the playoffs than to face a team like Vets, who I would easily compare to Flower Bluff.
I mean, I totally agree with you on that one. You know, Vets is a team we've all been waiting for to see, and they kind of remind me of Corpus Christi teams, you know, athletic, can hit it, very fundamental in the sport. So it's going to be good to watch this game and see how it plays out.
So the Lady Jackets, of course, in their pink colored shorts, volleyball shorts, celebrating Cancer Awareness Month, and they're in their gold jerseys with black and the white numbers. As for Brownsville Vets, they are in all blue. Tonight also we have Houston Astros against the Washington Nationals. I believe it's game 6, if I'm not mistaken. So Braden, here we go, man. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway. So I hope the Nationals go Nationals. Come on, Strasburg. Hope you win it tonight. Starting lineup for the Lady Jackets is as follows. We have number 11, Megan Acevedo. Number 10, Veronica Elizondo. Number 6, Brianna de la Peña. And then we have our libero, number 3, Arisa Cavazos. We have Sarah Flores, number 5. And then number 8, Bianca Garcia. That is your starting rotation for the Lady Jackets. Lady Chargers will serve to open the game. We will go through their rosters starting. And here we go, number 23, Sarah Gomez. And that one, Veronica Elizondo tried to return serve with a kill, but nice job up front by Brownsville Veterans. They take a 1-0 lead. So that one goes to Edcouch as it goes in the net, 1-1. That's going to bring up Megan Acevedo. So Braden, early on, what's the one thing that you want to see from the Lady Jackets in this first set?
I want to see their defense. Their defense be outstanding, and you know, set up your hitters and let them hit it and play the way they've been playing the whole season.
What I want to see is them overcome this crowd. This crowd can get in your head. So I want to see if they can keep their composure, their poise, you know, not get overly hyped, just stay relaxed, play their game. Nice kill shot by India DeVoe, 2-2, and that's what we talked about. That's what India's got to do tonight. She's got to just lay them down. One thing about Vets, defensively, we can expose them. We did it the last time at home. So Elizondo, the lefty, now serving here in set number 1, and that one just kind of a tip by Veterans, and it just falls in play. So it's 3-2 in favor of the Lady Chargers. So India DeVoe again, 2 in a row. India DeVoe with a kill, 3-3. And I think this first set's going to be really tight between both teams. I don't see anybody opening it up in this one.
I totally agree with you on that one. They're trading blows. They're answering it back. And I think the Lady Jackets just need to take one step at a time, play smart, and we can win this set.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Creed. I'm sure you have, right? One step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. That's what they got to do here. You know, just take it 1 point at a time. Don't worry about, you know, try to build a lead and extend on it. So 5-3, the Lady Jackets on top. Set number 1 of this best of 5 match. Sarah Flores And that's a point for the Lady Jackets. 6-3. Braden, we're on a little bit of a roll here.
Yeah, John, we've been focused this whole game. Warm-ups, I saw it in them. They've been focused, and, we're just trying to capitalize on whatever mistakes they give us, and we capitalize on it.
So 6-4 in favor of the Lady Jackets. Nice save by Megan Acevedo. Vida Ibarra with a kill. Nice save by Arissa. Arissa going to go for the point. It does go out, so it's 5-6. Still in favor of the Lady Jackets. So number 14 for the Lady Chargers. Now serving, and Vida Ibarra with a nice kill shot. And you saw veterans just look at that and say, I don't want no part of that one.
Yeah, Vida's a strong hitter, and Vets didn't want no part of that hit to return it or anything.
One thing about it, she's going to be a big piece to the young core coming back next year. Of course, we got 6 seniors out of our 10 players. But, we got a nice core. We got India, we got Arissa, we got Vida, and Sarah Sambillo coming back. So 8-5, Lady Jackets extend their lead to 3 once again. Megan Acevedo. And we've done that a couple times where we're going for that shot. But if you notice, we're hitting it kind of at a straight, not really an angle, but just straight on, where it's hitting the top of that net instead of going over. And that's just little adjustments that you can make, and it's pretty easy to do. Sarah Flores gets a kill shot that lands off a defender. Falls in, 9-6. I think, Braden, if we can win the first set, I think that could really put a lot of pressure on Vets, and I don't think they could handle it real well. I think if we can win the first, there's no doubt this one is ours. If we should lose it, we'll be okay, but then I think it could go 5. But if we win the first one, I think we can pull off a sweep.
I totally agree with you. You win the first set, get the team rattled, get the fans quiet and collected. I think you can pull out this game.
So 9-7 in favor of the Lady Jackets. Here in set number 1 of this best of 5, District 32 5A. Last game of the district season, regular season actually. So much at stake with the district title on the line. Now, one thing I do want to mention, we've already clinched a share of it. So even if we should lose this game, we will be co-champs. But as we say in Edcouch-Elsa, we don't want to share with anybody. We want it outright. That's been this team's goal all year. And they, to them, it's unfinished business. And wow, we got a great rally going on here right now between both teams. Matching defense for defense. Finally, Megan Acevedo, but wow, Braden, that was an impressive rally right there. Defense, like you've said all year. Defense, man.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like I said before in the pregame, both teams are very defensive, and it shows, like right there with that rally, what an amazing defensive rally right there.
So 10-7, Lady Jackets up 3. One thing I like is they look very relaxed. Edcouch looks really relaxed. They didn't look overly hyped coming in. To them, it looked like it was just any other game. Veterans look really fired up, and sometimes that can hurt you. But right now, 11-7 in favor of the Lady Jackets. We're going to take a quick timeout. You are watching Lady Jackets Volleyball on the Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube channel. Yeah, we're back again here at Brownsville Veterans Memorial High School. And Braden, this place is literally shaking. The bleachers are shaking. We could feel it right now during the timeout. You said it best. This place is rocking right now. And Lady Jacket fans have got to like what they're seeing as they're up by 4.
Oh, yeah, us Jacket fans, we love to see our team up in a big game. And, I mean, it shows right here. The crowd is going crazy. We're making it loud, and it's just it's a fun sight to see.
Well, it was pretty close there for a while. And then right now, really, Veterans has made a couple of defensive mistakes that's hurt them. And as for Edcouch, really, the points they've given up has been either side outs or just hitting the ball in the net. It's little things that of course, happens. Not something that like it cannot be fixed. It can be fixed. But overall, defensively, I'm really impressed with the way that they're playing against Veterans. They're really taking their game away from them.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. Like we said the whole season, they need to limit their mistakes, and their defense has to be on point. And we're seeing it right now. Our mistakes are very limited. Our defense is doing amazing right now. So I can see us winning the first 2 sets.
So another point, and right now, Edcouch-Elsa, and you can see again, they're not celebrating the points that they get. It's just kind of like, okay, another point, whereas most teams cheer, get excited. It's more just like, okay, just one more point towards our goal that we want to do. That's what I love about this team. I love the fact that, you would think in a game like this, you would be hyped. I mean, I'm sure you as an athlete yourself. Now that, before you go any further, that play by Vettel should have let it gone out of play. But I see why she made it, was hit by a defender and tried to keep it back in. But as an athlete in a game like this, how do you maintain not getting overly hyped? Because you know what's at stake. And of course, you want to come out and bring your A game.
To maintain like what the Lady Yellow Jackets are doing, they're just realizing that it's one step at a time. Every time you just got to focus and don't let the hype get to you. Celebrate the good things, but also remember that you still got a couple more sets or quarters or time left on the clock for this game to be over or done with. So you just got to realize that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. So 15-10 in favor of your Lady Jackets. Serving is number 10, Veronica Elizondo. Veterans with a little tip on the return serve. And they're going to give that point to Vets. Could have been a double hit, yeah. So great crowd on hand for both sides. Of course, playoffs begins next week. Wow, it just seems like we started volleyball, and here we are already at the end. Of course, Lady Jackets have high expectations going into the postseason. But really, Braden, you and I have said it. The postseason really for Edcouch-Elsa began tonight. We've seen these teams. Everybody's told us that it begins tonight, and this team is just cool, calm, and collected, like I'm going to see in the postseason. So timeout by the Lady Jackets. 13-15 in favor of Edcouch-Elsa. Set number 1. You are watching Edcouch-Elsa volleyball on Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube channel. Braden, one thing that I want to, and I've always loved this, is during a timeout, if you notice, Coach Trevino gets her point across in about 10 seconds and gets her girls back out. To me, that tells you how well-rounded this team is and how well they communicate. All she has to say is a few words, and this team knows what to do. Instead of eating, up the entire minute, 45 seconds, they're back on the court ready to go.
Yeah, John, Coach Trevino has to say little to no words, and this team already knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And I think that's pretty cool that you have that bond with your coach to know what they want you to do at that time.
Well, then this team has been playing for quite some time. You know, we talked about they played over the summer. They played in the Enberg League. Then I believe they went up to Corpus and played. So this team has played a lot of volleyball, you know, in really since June, July. And here we are already in October, almost in November, you know, and of course, this volleyball team, you know, they live and breathe Lady Jackets volleyball. And, of course, it's showing, number 13 in the state of Texas, undefeated coming in, and, of course, high expectations in the postseason. And remember, we're doing it with really our biggest girls being Juliana Garces and Brianna de la Peña.
Yeah, so, John, we're really short on height. You know, our tallest players, Juliana Garces and Brianna de la Peña. But it seems like everybody is so defensively rounded that they can play any position.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. But also, you look at, like, India. You look at, like, Vettel. You look at Megan. Not a lot of height, but they got hops. They got hops and they can jump. And, you know, they get up there and have power. You know, we talked about all year long replacing Paloma, who 1,000 kills, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Nada, you know, one of the best defenders up front. But, you know, I would put this power that we possess and our front line against anybody, you know, because they've shown that they can do some damage. And there's a lot of times where they have been able to get those blocks up front and make those big plays and eliminate the ball from going into the back row.
Yeah, John, like you said, they're very athletic. You know, you could put Megan up there with India, and we're still gonna get some good defense when Brianna's out. So that kind of takes it off of our Brianna, you know, our lead blocker, where she can get some rest and come back in there rehydrated and ready to go.
So the Lady Jackets score a couple of points. They're up 3, 19-16. Set number 1 here at Brownsville, Texas. Beautiful facility here. I love Brownsville Veterans facilities. You know, right behind us, they have the practice field. They have their practice gyms. This is just a beautiful, beautiful court. Of course, you know, we finally got our new court done. But the one thing about it, I mean, this facility is beautiful, but I would put ours against anyone because of that big screen that we have.
Of course, you know, we got the big screen last year. You know, that put us up there for a good one. And then we got the court redone. So, you know, that kind of puts us on top, and I'd put our court against anybody's anywhere.
So, just like they've done the whole match, you know, we pull ahead, but then Vets comes back with some aggressive play. Nobody said it was going to be easy for the Lady Jackets. And again, you know, when you have a district title on the line, you know both teams are going to bring everything they've got. And that one goes out 20-18. Again, if the Lady Jackets can win the first set, then and you can see Coach Trevino saying 5. 5, girls. 5. And they're just another mistake to where really they weren't out of position, it looked like. It was just a misread in my eyes.
Yeah, I totally agree with them on that. Little misreads here and there got them, but I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about it. They're going to come back stronger.
Well, the thing is, and right there, Veterans just ties it up. You don't want to give them any momentum right now. You know, they just scored 2 points, and now it's a 20-20 game. You don't want to go down 0-1. So there we go. Nice job by Megan Acevedo. Goes off the libero's fist. 21-20. And now Megan, our homecoming queen, she's going to be up to serve her team up by 1. And see, there we go. That's what we talked about. Those little mistakes we're making is keeping bets in this game. Not saying that they haven't played well on offense, but we've given them at least, Braden, I'm going to say 9 points because of our mistakes.
I totally agree with you on that. And, it's just little mistakes like that, but, we got to cut those down. We can't let this team get any momentum.
So Vets just takes their first lead of the match, 22-21. And another point, 23-21. Lady Chargers, timeout by the Lady Jackets. We're going to go and take a timeout. You're watching Lady Jackets Volleyball on the Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube channel. So here we go, folks, 23-21. Lady Chargers have taken their first lead of the match here in set number 1. A couple of defensive mistakes by Edcouch, and there's another one right there. Set point. And that's really been the mantra of this first set, is Edcouch is just giving points away to veterans. Indy DeVoe with a nice tip. And there we go. We finally ended that little momentum that they were on. Veterans on a, I'm going to say they were on a, 8 to about 4 run. Finally broke it. We needed to break that. So 24-22. And that one goes out, 25-22. Brownsville Vets wins set number 1. Braden, one thing about it, I know we're down, but if I'm Coach Trevino, I'm telling my team, you're killing yourselves. They're not beating you, you're beating yourselves. So we need to clean it up, because those gimme points against a team like Vets, you can't do, because they know how to take the momentum and put it in their favor and build a lead. So is that what you feel that she's telling them right now? Is quit shooting yourselves in the foot?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. She's telling them, keep your head up. We still got a couple more sets to play. And, don't worry about it. Just forget that set. Let's focus on this set.
So we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. Set number 1 is in the books. Brownsville Vets 25-22. We'll be back for set number 2 here shortly. All right, folks, so here we go. Set number 2 in a pretty big comeback by Veterans. Edcouch-Elsa had a nice lead. Veterans went on a run, outscored Edcouch-Elsa, 9 to about 4, maybe 10 to 4. But I'm going to say the majority of those points, Braden, were called gimme points, because we hit the ball in the net. We let the ball fall in front of us. We made a lot of errors, and I'm gonna at least say 6 of those, and I'm being generous, was points that we gave to Vets during that run.
I totally agree with you on that one. Mistake, give me points was what they got from us. Not taking anything away from Vets, they're a really good team, but mistakes just got us at the end of that set.
While we have this time, we want to congratulate our boys cross-country team for qualifying to the state meet. On Monday, they went up to Corpus Christi and took fourth in regionals. So for the first time in 11 years, our boys cross-country team, who is state ranked, has a chance to win a state title. Congratulations to them. Also to Vanessa Cerda, who qualified third straight time, Braden, that she's qualified. And I tell you what, the way the fall season has laid out, cross-country going to state, volleyball team undefeated playing for a district championship, and our football team has a chance to play for a district title. Could this be a sign of things to come with basketball, golf, and everything coming around the corner? Do you think that could add some momentum and fuel those teams to say, hey, we want to follow in the footsteps of the fall sports?
Yeah, John, I totally agree because, we support everybody no matter what sport it is. We may joke around and say, oh, this sport's better than this one. But we all support every sport, no matter if it's cross-country, to football, to basketball, to volleyball. And, we want to be just as good as the other one. And, I think it's going to be a very good time for all these other sports to come in.
So 1-1 here early in set number 2. And Edcouch-Elsa gets a point to take the lead 2-1. No matter what, Edcouch-Elsa cannot get a sweep. The best they can do is win it in 4. And there you go. A side out by Veronica Elizondo. And these are mistakes we normally don't see from this team, Braden. What do you think is causing them to make this many mistakes? Because we haven't seen this team play like that in a long time.
I feel like it's the crowd, how the hostile, how at their house in the hostile environment. And I think the crowd just getting to them a little bit to some players here and there. And it's just simple mistakes that they're just dwelling on.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If they think this is hostile come playoffs, it's going to get worse. These girls, they have all the potential in the world. But, again, there we go. Just a simple defensive mistake made by the Lady Jackets. And this is not the time to do it right now, not in a game like this. I mean, the district title is in your hands. Outright district championship. These girls all year long have fought for the right not to share that title. And Braden, literally in one match, that can all be taken away from them.
Yeah, John, I totally agree with you. They've been working too hard for this not to go to them. And it's right there in their palms. They just got to grab it and take control of it.
So 6-2. Vets on top. We're going to take a timeout. You are watching Edcouch-Elsa Volleyball on the Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube channel. So here we go after the timeout. 6-2 veterans up over your Lady Jackets. Set number 2, John Cannon, Braden DeVoe, along with Pete Vallejo. And highly anticipated match here. And again, Edcouch-Elsa, they don't look rattled, but I don't know. I don't know if they're playing too tight, Braden, or maybe if they're feeling the pressure because they know that the district title is on the line. But, again, this. So it's still clean it up right now because this thing could get ugly.
On that one, you can't let this team get momentum on you and take over the game because it's going to be really hard to – you're going to be playing catch-up the whole way. back into this game.
So Sarah Flores finally able to break serve. 8-3, Brianna de la Peña. Lady Jackets looking to turn things around here in set number 2. And Vida Ibarra with a nice kill shot. And another point by Vets. So 9-3 in favor of the Lady Chargers. And what we knew this was going to be a tough game. You know, again, veterans, they're no pushover. They're not a pushover. They're 13-1, and they're state ranked for a reason. Can we play with them? Yeah, we proved it. We can play with them. We did it at home, but here in this environment, it's tough. It's tough. And Braden, as an athlete, I'm going to ask you again: when you have all of this, all of these surroundings, and all this, does it faze you just a little bit?
You know, when you have a big crowd from your team and your opponents, you kind of admire it because it's just like it puts you in awe about how much these fans love this sport. And it phases you a little bit, but, you know, if you play the sport that you love, you know, it won't really phase you a lot, and it shouldn't matter about the fans or anything.
So the Lady Jackets are mounting a little bit of a comeback, 9-5, still in favor of the Lady Chargers. And again, they just let the ball fall right in front of them. Braden, I don't understand it. We don't play this bad. We've seen the girls dig for those balls. We've seen them go after them. You know, and tonight they're just like literally watching it fall right in front of their face.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I don't know what's wrong with them. It looks like they're off, but I don't know what's going on, but they got to fix it before this game gets out of hand.
11-5, veterans. We sure don't want to go down 2-0 to this team. That's going to be a tough hill to climb. And that one goes out, 12-5. This has been all veterans, and I can honestly say, and I'm not ashamed to say this, veterans has not earned this lead. We've given them this lead.
I totally agree with you on that one. It's been off of simple mistakes from us, and I think if we took the mistakes away, it would be an even score.
Again, just another serve-receive error. And a timeout by Gloria Trevino. And you can see she's telling him. She's telling him, you look at her. She's saying, "Hey, come on, you gotta play your game. You gotta protect your spot." You know, Brain, I'm honestly speechless right now by what I'm seeing from the Lady Jackets.
I totally agree with you. You know, it's not like we see this every time from them. I don't know. You know, we see them defensively strong, and they just got to keep playing and play their game.
Now, if you notice, veterans took a little play out of our playbook where they came out early. You know, I don't know if they're trying to pull an intimidation factor or not, but we needed to use up every bit of that timeout because, again, you know, our girls just need to calm down. Don't look at the scoreboard. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Don't worry about where we're at right now. 1 point at a time and get back in it. And there we go. There's one right there. Now what do? Sarah Flores, get us back in it. Get us back in it. Forget what's happened. Play your game right now. Put the pressure on Brownsville veterans. So Sarah Flores now on a nice save by Bianca Garcia. And that goes out, and there we go. Let veterans beat them. Let veterans hurt themselves. If you see a play like that, let it go out of play. Don't chase it. Take the points. So Megan Acevedo gets that one over the net. Nice save by Arisa Cavazos. Sent over by Veronica Elizondo. And that one falls right in the perfect spot, really. 14-7. But at least the Lady Jackets got a couple of points back. So again, just got to chip back at this lead, Braden, just a little bit at a time. You know, there's still plenty of this match to go. And there we go. There's another point. Right now, we've scored 3 out of the last 4 points. Let's get back in it. Play our game.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. You know, once you play your game, you know, the game comes easy to you. And that's what this Lady Jackets needs. That's what the Lady Jackets needs to do right now, and just play their game and just keep chipping at this lead.
They've overcome adversity before. They did it in the Mercedes game. You know, where same thing. They made some mistakes. They cleaned them up. This team is experienced enough to know that, you know what, we might make some mistakes, but we know how to fix them. And the mental toughness is what gets them back in a lot of these games. And I think right now, mentally, they got to be tough because that's what's going to get them back in this thing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. This Lady Jackets team is mentally strong to where they won't beat themselves up over mistakes or anything, and they can just keep playing their game.
So 14-10, here come the Lady Jackets. And that one close. That was almost like a lob half-court shot. You know? So 15-10. Edcouch-Elsa is starting to mount a comeback in this in set number 2. Beautiful kill shot by Megan. I'll tell you what, Megan looks like a girl on a mission right now. She looks angry. And those last couple of shots that she's gotten in, she's hit them with some force.
Yeah, John, Megan looks ready to fight and get the points back for this team. She's being a real leader out there right now, and she's motivating the team, and she's taking charge of this team.
And what are we doing right now? We're chipping back at this thing. 1 point at a time. And that, I got to give Vets credit. That was a good shot. They got that one just out of position where it's really hard to defend. I've got to give them that one. I take nothing away from that point. So 16-12. Edcouch-Elsa on a roll right now. Looking to tie this match up at 1 apiece. And right there, a defensive error by the Lady Jackets, 17-12. Veterans Memorial. Wow, that was a shot. That was a shot. I gotta. You can't take anything away from that one. That was a kill shot that would have been tough for anybody to defend. So 18-12. And another mistake. 19-12 Veterans. And that one goes out, 19-13. Lady Jackets need to get on a roll right now. Sarah Sambillo going to come in to serve for your Lady Jackets. Of course, for our seniors, this is their last regular season game as a Lady Jacket volleyball player. And there we go. That was a nice play by Brianna de la Pena, I believe. Got that one, 19-14. And that one goes out. And again, It sounds like a broken record, Braden, but we're shooting ourselves in the foot with just simple routine plays that we normally make.
Yeah, little mistakes that we normally don't see from this team we're making. Service going out, balls going into the net, miscommunication on defense. You don't see it from this team, but we're seeing it now, and we just got to fix it.
Wow, that was a nice tip by Brianna de la Pena. Nice save by India. And Vets answers back. 21-14, Lady Chargers. So the Lady Jackets, who were mounting a comeback, have again given Vets those points back, really, that we earned. And now Veterans 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. (23-14). Brownsville Vets. Pete seeing the same thing we are. We're in shock. I mean, we really are. I didn't expect it to be like this. Again, nothing's over till it's over. Gloria Trevino with a soccer-style kick, saying, "Get out of my way." So, Braden, we need 10 points to win this thing. Man, we got to put our foot on the gas right now.
Totally agree with you on that one. We got to get these points, and we got to hold them. We got to hold the points for them.
So, Brianna de la Pena looking to mount the comeback. And right off the hands of De La Pena, set point for Vets. They got a chance to take a 2-0 lead. So the Lady Jackets need to really come together right now. India DeVoe, there we go. Beautiful kill shot. 24-16. Of course, right now for the Lady Jackets to win, they got to score 26 points. You got to win by 2. So if they were to win it, they need to score 10 points and not allow any points scored by Vets. Nice save defensively by the Lady Jackets. So there we go. That one hit the net, 24-17. Edcouch-Elsa fighting to stay alive. Set number 2. They definitely don't want to go down 2-0. And just like that, Veterans wins 25-17. Braden, we got to win all 3. Not saying it can't be done, but it's going to be tough.
This is going to push their limits to the test and see if this team can handle this much pressure for playoffs.
You want to be an outright district champ right now, you've got to prove it. So we're going to go and take a timeout. Be back with you shortly. You're watching Edcouch-Elsa Volleyball on the Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube channel. All right, folks, we're back for set number 3, and Joe Bowling said it best. A shock. Literally a shock. And, Braden, I think you can agree. We're shocked by what we're seeing by this Lady Jackets team. This team came in here, wanted to shut this team down, win that outright district title, and right now, Veterans is one set away from sharing the title with us and giving us our first loss of the season. Gloria Trevino, I kept hearing her yell at her team and saying, your time is now. The time has got to be now. You got to do it now. And I think she's right. You got to take care of business now, because now the pressure is truly on the Lady Jack.
Totally agree with you right now. They gotta pull it together and get these wins.
So 1-0 in favor of Veterans. And there we go. Vero Elizondo gets a nice tip shot over in the front line. It's 1-1. And again, my philosophy in this set is you don't look at you're down 2-0. You don't look at the fact that the pressure is on you. You don't worry about the fact that if we lose, you worry about this. Win this set like if it's set number 1. Take care of it. Take that momentum away from Brownsville Vets. Make it 2-1. Chip back a little bit at a time. Try to force that 5th set. Then it's 0-0. But right now, you can't look like a team that's defeated. You got to look like a team that says, okay, you know what? Let's win set number 1 and go from there.
Totally agree with you. Don't worry about the first 2 sets. Focus on this set and keep fighting back for points and get this set, and let's worry about the next one.
So 2-2, and that was a long fly ball, it kind of seemed like. 3-2 now in favor of Edcouch. Here in set number 3 of this best of 5 match. Nice save by Arisa Cavazos. Indy DeVoe, and there we go. India laying one down. 2-4. Lady Jackets. And we get a point, and we give a point away. So now it's 4-3 in favor of Edcouch. And look at Gloria Trevino. She can't believe what she's seeing. She's putting her hand over her head saying, girls, what are you doing? I mean, she is not a happy camper right now.
No, she's not. This isn't the team she's seen in the past of her games, and you could tell she's not happy right now because this isn't the team she's seen over the summer and in the preseason and in the previous games of district.
So nice tip up front by Brianna de la Peña, and another shot that falls in. And normally Arisa Cavazos does not miss those, but that one got to the right side of her. 5-4, Veterans takes their first lead here in set number 3. Sarah Flores hits that one in the net, 6-4. Lady Chargers. That one's going to go out of play, so 6-5. Edcouch fighting to stay alive. They've got to win this set to continue to play. They're down 2-0. They got to win 3 straight, and making mistakes like that, Braden, it's not going to happen.
Making mistakes this late in a game in this crucial time is not when you're supposed to make them, and it's coming to haunt them back in from the first set, and it's looking bad for the Jackets.
So I don't understand what the call is here, and even our girls look frustrated. I don't get what they're calling. I really don't. So it's 8-5. Edcouch-Elsa gets a point. Now 8-6. India DeVoe. Back to serve. And the good thing about volleyball is even if you're down 2, you can still come back. You know, not like basketball where if you're down, let's say 25 points, it's really hard to come back. Or football, if you're down 3 TDs, it's hard to come back. In volleyball, a 2-0 lead, all it takes is a little momentum in your favor, and you can literally win the next 3 and win the match.
Yeah, John, that's what's so great about this sport is you can come back from a 2-0 deficit and get that momentum and run with it for you to take the charge.
And there's no time limit. Whereas in basketball and in football, it's timed. You look at sports like baseball, softball, volleyball, you know, it's pretty much innings or sets. So that's a good thing about it. The Lady Jackets tied it up, and then Veterans gets a point back. I don't understand some of these calls that are made. 9-8 now in favor of Vets. Again, we normally don't, question the referees, but a couple of calls there I definitely do have to question. And now Vets with another point, 10-8, Lady Chargers. So the libero serving for Vets. Nice save by Bianca Garcia. And a nice defensive dig by Veronica Elizondo. Got another nice little rally going here. Nice save again by Elizondo. Acevedo trying to put it away, but Vets say not just yet. Acevedo with the set. Carissa Cavazos. This is a good little rally going here between both teams, fighting point for point. And that one finally Edcouch gets that one away. And Braden, in a situation like that, in a game like this, you're fighting point for point.
Yeah, John, it's good to have those kind of points to get that momentum up and just to get some momentum under your wings to try to get those extra points you need.
So 11-9 in favor of the Lady Chargers. Here in set number 3. And right now in the World Series, bottom of the third, 2-1, Houston on top of the Nationals. So 12-9, Vets looking to close it out and share a district title with Edcouch-Elsa. If they should get this win and another side out, 13-9. So now, really, Braden, the question is, and I'm not trying to look past this match because, it's not over yet. But realistically, now what happens if we should lose this? Of course, we're both tied at 13-1. Head-to-head, we're tied. If you were the coach, do you flip or do you play it out for the number 1 and number 2 seed?
I say you play it out because the girls are going to have a sour taste in their mouth. You can use that as motivation to play for the 1 and 2 spot.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way they played today, I would flat out, if I'm Gloria Trevino, saying, you know what, we need this game, and a timeout by Edcouch-Elsa. And the Lady Jackets are furious. Veronica Elizondo coming over asking, hey, what's going on? They want a replay. Nope, and they're giving the point to Vets. So timeout by the Lady Jackets, and so okay, I'm back to your point. I got to agree. If you're at Edcouch-Elsa, you want to play another game, because first of all, if you lose it in 3, you still share the title, and that's there's nothing wrong with that. You're still champions. You're not gonna like it, but here's what I say. Okay. We just played one of our worst matches in district, and they have. I want a warm-up game to A, fix some mistakes, and B, get ready for the playoffs. And again, who better than the team that just took it away from you, Brownsville Veterans?
I mean, there's no better warm-up game than that for going into playoffs. A great team like this, it's a great team to learn your mistakes and fix them for playoffs.
So 17-9, the Lady Chargers 8 points away from sharing the district title for the second straight year. Edcouch-Elsa needs to really, really dig deep right now to stay alive. And another, Braden, this isn't typical Edcouch defense. It really isn't. This is not the defensive team that you've seen all year long. We got a lot to fix coming into the playoffs.
I totally agree with you on that. This team, I don't know what's wrong with their defense right now because, they may be messed up on offense, but their defense is normally what keeps them in the game. But I don't know what's going on. But they got to work on it and fix it in practice and get ready for playoffs.
So we're going to go and take a timeout here in set number 3, 19-9. Brownsville Veterans, you're watching Edcouch-Elsa Volleyball on the Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube channel. All right, folks, we're back again. It was a quick little timeout. Right now, the situation for Edcouch-Elsa, they are in dire need of a monster run. They are 6 points away, 5 points away from seeing their unblemished record go to 13-1 and sharing a district title with Vets. And now you're in a situation where A, you don't know who you're going to play in the playoffs, and B, how you can determine who is number 1 and who's number 2 going into the postseason. So a lot needs to be ironed out now. But I'm going to tell you something, and I know this game, the girls are going to be upset. People are going to be upset, but I'm going to tell you something. 34 wins on the season. 13-1 in district play. You can't take that away, man. That's impressive, and I know this game hurts. It's going to be tough, but still, man, everything these girls have done this year, I don't think anybody expected it, to be honest with you.
Nah, John, ranked 13th in the state, 34 wins, 13-1 in district. These girls worked for everything that they've earned this season, and no one could be any prouder than that. No one could take this away from them.
And you want to know something good? Think about this. Our last loss was to Mission Vets, right? What has happened since that loss? We've won every game. Now, this loss could be what we need. And at a perfect time, because you know what? It makes you mad. Makes you angry. Because Vets just took something away that you've worked all season for. And now in the playoffs, an angry Edcouch-Elsa team, I sure would not want to be their opponent.
Nah, John, this team, I think they need this loss to get back, like a reality check, to get back and say, they're going to get mad and they're going to work hard in practice for playoffs, and it's going to be a very, very scary team to watch during playoffs.
I got to agree with you on that one. So 22-11, Lady Jackets down 2-0 here in this best of 5 final regular season contest, final district game, and Brownsville Vets 2 points away from a win and sharing the district title with Edcouch-Elsa 2 years in a row.
It's very difficult to grasp, I guess. I know the girls didn't want this. They said they wanted to go undefeated and beat Vets both times, and it's tough to see.
So 23-11, Brownsville Veterans. Two points away. And that point goes to Edcouch-Elsa. 23-12. So again, what we'll do is we'll keep you up to date with how this is going to play out. Gloria Trevino did say she wanted another game against Vets. She wants to play it out. She doesn't want to flip. So it'll be curious to see what happens. Now, both coaches don't agree, Braden. You got to flip to decide if you have a play-in game or if you flip for 1 and 2. So I have to wait and see how it works out. Brownsville Vets 1 point away from sealing the deal. And not just yet. No. And that's it, folks. Brownsville Veterans 25-12. They win this match. Co-district champs with Edcouch-Elsa. Braden, now we wait and see.
I guess we wait and see what happens.
So, for John Cannon, Braden DeVoe, Pete Vallejo, folks, let's see what happens next.